Welcome to C.O.G Music. I'm Steve. This video I'm going to do another video on very inexpensive things that I have used, tried, and have worked for me. I'm not going to say they're going to work for everybody, but they're things that I found useful and for my situation. So let's get into it. The first item I wanted to go over was this small adjustable footrest. It has 4 different positions for adjusting it, low to high, high to low. And again, specific for my needs. See, I've used wooden stools, bar stools, for practicing on for a long time, going back to my second go around of playing guitar. But I always, I don't know if I've shrunk, which oftentimes comes with age, but it doesn't matter. These supports are, this side is a little bit higher than this side. And it doesn't matter which way I turn the stool when I go to rest my foot on either the lower one or the higher one. I'm just not comfortable. So what I've switched to is, believe it or not, I do have a drum kit down in my basement as well. And I use the throne that came with the drum kit. It's adjustable. It's got various holes. It's better than the stools. I'm much more comfortable on the drum throne. But it's kind of like an in-between situation with the seat. One hole I just feel is too high, the other is too low. And it all goes back to the guitar resting on my thigh and how it feels. And this really seems to do the trick between the much more comfortable drum throne versus the wooden stools. And in addition to this, I have found that very comfortable spot. So that was the first item I wanted to mention. The second item I wanted to mention is these anti-slip pads. They're adhesive. They're very soft and kind of rubbery in texture. The claim is that adhesive-wise, you could pull them off and not leave a real sticky residue on your guitar. Now, I use one. You can cut it, and you don't need to use a whole pad of it. But on my Ibanez Grand Dreadnought, I have a small piece right here. It's very helpful. It does prevent my guitar. I do seem to have an issue. As I play it and as I strum more aggressively, it tends to slip out along my thigh, down my thigh, and out. The bottom of the guitar resting on my thigh seems to angle outwards while the top angles inwards. And that little pad actually is very rubbery and non-slip in texture. But I like it. It has helped, and I plan on adding other cutout sections of it to other guitars. Very inexpensive as well. That was item number 2. And finally, item number 3 are these here. The wireless guitar to amp hookups. This one was extremely inexpensive. It's great for my use. I would suspect that it wouldn't be great for live performances or on stage. They're rechargeable, You charge them with a USB cable. There is the charging slot on both of them. It says that they're supposed to, on a full charge, it's supposed to last 2 hours. And I use it in short periods, and I would swear the amount of time I've used it would add up to well over 2 hours. You know, I've only charged it once when I got them. So, but if, like right now, my situation and practicing, I keep a stand close to the seat, so I don't have to spin around and put, actually this guitar I keep up there, so I don't have to, these over here, you know, instead of spinning around and resting them when I have to take a break, and just having a stand here, just whatever I'm practicing with, leaving it here. That's what I like to do. But in this situation, it's a very good example, because I wasn't using the wireless hookups. I'm using a cord, and as you can see, the cord runs down, and when I pick up the guitar and I start moving it, putting it on my thigh and everything, the cord tends to work its way underneath this, and even if I ran it back here, the cord runs close to the pedals, and a lot of the times it'll work its way across the pedals, which obviously is very inconvenient. But I will use the wireless hookup system from time to time. One of the things I could not figure out, you know, stupid me, when I got them, you know, the basic instructions, and they are very basic and not very thorough, is to, you know, there's one that goes into the guitar jack and has a picture of a guitar on it. So, you know, let's dummy proof it. And the other one, in the instructions, you know, you plug it into your 1/4-inch jack on your amplifier. Okay, well, I use effects pedals, so can't plug it straight into the amplifier. You can, but you're just going to get the clean, non-affected guitar sound. And I'm like, so where does this one plug into? And I had to Google it and search, and the thing you do is you pull out the cord that goes into the input jack of your first pedal in your chain. And you put it in that. You do get the sound and all of, or any of the pedals I'm using. So I've gone ahead and I've hooked up the wireless system to the guitar, to the input of my first effects pedal. As you can see, as far as the ones that I'm actually using, there's lights on these two looper pedals that are on, but I am using this reverb pedal. I'm using this classic chorus pedal. That's just a noise gate. And then up top, I've got my flanger on, the wireless system. So, it sounds very clear to me. Again, this was less than $8. It was $7 and some odd cents for the set. So, I thought it was money well invested. So, those were the three things I wanted to go over: the footrest, the anti-slip pad to keep your guitar from sliding down your thigh, and the wireless system. So until the next video, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you for checking it out, and I will see you on the next one. Take care and have fun.